National Postal Service headquarters in Washington, D.C. We have Elliott Gruber, who is the head of the National Smithsonian Postal Museum here in Washington, D.C. And Elliott, today we had 250 years of service with the Postal Service. Would you want to elaborate a little?
Well, the 250-year anniversary of the Postal Service is July 26th, so it's this Saturday. These two stamps were issued to commemorate that activity, which actually originated from 1775. So if you think about it, the Postal Service predates the existence of our country, which of course, you have the Declaration of Independence, July 4th, 1776. And that's how valuable and important the Postal Service has been to our country, to really bind 13 distinct separate colonies in the 1700s together, and also to form a postal service that actually, so the British wouldn't read the communication as we're trying to foment rebellion and break away from the British. The Smithsonian National Postal Museum is one of 19 Smithsonian museums, and you're right, we have probably the only Smithsonian museum that actually has a mascot, I think, but he rode the mail rails. We have the second largest collection of the Smithsonian, so we have over 6 million items in our collection. I know probably viewers and listeners will think, oh, it's all stamps. But we actually have printing presses, we have vehicles, we have uniforms, we have musical instruments, badges, and whatnot. So we have a very large and important collection. And if you think about American history, really that's what the Postal Museum is. We're just American history through a postal lens.
And innovation also.
Very much innovation, and we reflect that in what we share at the Postal Museum. So we talk about 1918, which is actually the augment of airmail for the first time that the Postal Department at the time actually tested out the brand new service of airmail. So we talk about the inverted Jenny. We actually have a Jenny, which is a Curtiss JNH plane that's on display along with several other planes. We also have things related to the Postal Inspection Service, which is the postal, we have anthrax material, we have Unabomber material in our collection on display. So we have all sorts of very interesting and fascinating material that really takes people by surprise.
And it is right across from Union Station, right here in Washington, D.C.
If you come to Washington, D.C., you're coming through Union Station, you literally, as you said, you walk across the street, and which is extremely convenient. But we have material related to the founding of our country. We have the only letter that was canceled on the moon. And we do have material related to the Pony Express, which is a favorite for people to see. But I have to say also, we are known as the family-friendly Smithsonian Museum. And we're proud of that because our goal is that if we can bring kids in, they're going to grow up with our museum, and they're going to be bringing their kids in when they have a family.
And I do get some of the emails, and you do, yes, and you do have a lot of events for families and children.
We do. We have a Family Day coming up this Saturday, which is the exact 250th anniversary of the Postal Service, and we're going to have, Find Oni, our mascot. We're going to have all sorts of other activities, and it's really going to be a fun, exciting time, and the museum just comes to life.
Thank you so much. And as I keep saying, mail a letter today. Just tell the people the importance of mailing a letter as opposed to going completely digital with the email.
Well, I think when you get a letter, there's what they call kind of like a mail moment. You get an email, it's fine, you look. Somebody has actually taken the time, thought about what they want to say, how they want to say it, and you could actually enjoy it, and it's personal, and it's more meaningful than just getting the emails that we get. But also remember, the Postal Service delivers packages. I don't know how many, but hundreds of millions of packages probably every day. So there are a lot of activities that are important. But please come to the Postal Museum, and as you said, send a letter today because it's a very special moment.